Hey guys, Ravi here. This is a bit of a weird video, but I thought maybe it might be cool to vlog. Just show basically what I do. Especially since now it's my semester holidays, so I'm pretty free to do whatever I want. And I know many of you thinking, "Ooh, your boy, he got some facial hair." So what I want to basically show is like from concept of design to like execution of the final piece. So I do multimedia, it's a part of my course. I do enjoy it. I put a lot of effort. Recently I got into Photoshop and Illustrator and I produced some works like this, just showing it. Right behind me is, well, that's my setup. I will just be getting some paper, getting pencils and stuff out, and I just wanted to share my interest, which is multimedia. Things for multimedia, especially when it comes to like logos. So yeah, basically that's what it is. So basically what you're gonna need is paper, of course, some A4, and where you're gonna be sketching your logo, because later on we'll be taking a picture and then we'll also be scanning, like basically digitally recreating it on Illustrator, of course. All right, then also we need a ruler because guidelines and because shaky hands. Mess of pencils. I mean, this is nothing special. It's just your basic art pencils. You don't really need art pencils. You can just use like normal HB pencils. So that's basically what it is. Okay, so for pencils, I'm using basic things. I got my HB pencil. Start off sketching with this 4H if it focuses there. And this is basically what I use to like make the basic structure. Maybe if I'm drawing shape, this is very clutch, especially if you make some minor mistake or you want to make a, probably a noticeable change on your logo or any other sketch. It helps a lot. So yeah. And then of course we have HB basic stuff. You know what it is. This is just to draw over the lines so that you make it more defined. And now you know what your final piece is going to be like. And then for shading, it's optional. It's up to you. I usually shade for more detail. You know what it is. So for example, this is what I've been doing. It's rough work, but it's some work I'm doing right now. As you can see, I kind of used the 4H to draw the outline, the shapes of these things, and then I use HB, and of course I went over with my 2B. I trust it with my life. I've been using 2B for a very long time, especially when it comes to shading. Easy to use, and it's pretty good especially if you're going to be showing like a client, or for later reference if you want to show how the logo would look like in practical terms. All right, so I just finished the sketch first one. I made a little bit of mistake, so I had to go with the HB, but you get the idea. I came up with the idea of like doing one, strip, just going like that. We'll see how it is. I think it's better if you just do it this one, and we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna go sketch and do some shading, and then we'll work on digitally replicating this, and I'll show you how we do it. So yeah, we're just gonna start shading. In a way, it allows us to see how it looks practically and understand how it is. So it's not like the best shading, but It gets the message out there. It gives me the idea of what my shading will look like. All right, so now in order to like digitally replicate it, we use Illustrator. It allows us to create vectors, which are not like real photos, but more of like computer generated. So now as you've seen, that's how it is. I'm just gonna get into it and I'll see you guys on the computer. So what I wanna do right now is I wanna have this locked on in the center. So I'm just hitting the shortcut Control 2. Now, when it comes to like tracing on Illustrator, you really need to watch out on how you do it. So right now, I'm just gonna remove the fill, as you can see. So now what we're basically gonna do is trace over this entire thing. It's not straight, so we'll straighten that later. So now, as you can see, we're just gonna hit up our pen tool and we're gonna create a new layer. So now I'm just gonna start tracing, the stuff. All right, so we're basically gonna start tracing. What I wanna do when I'm tracing is I wanna trace over certain shapes. Like as you can see here, the part that goes down here, as you can see from the red lining, that part is gonna be a separate element. We need to make it separate. Of course, it's gonna look like complicated shapes, but that's basically what it looks like before the final piece and whatnot. And don't worry about that. It's gonna look really nice. No need to worry. So we're just gonna get it back for the sake of referencing. We're just gonna get it back, especially now that I did some shading. It gives a rough idea of what like our shadows would look like on this. We want to add the shadows, okay? So yeah. Anyway, we are just gonna get into it. We are gonna do some things here and there. Roughly, it should look like that. So now we've kind of colored it and it gives us a basic idea. It's a bit of rough work. I'll refine it, but as you can see, it's basic stuff, nothing to really worry about. Now we're just gonna simply start making our shadows. So this is our logo, It's pretty fair, it's straightforward. It gets the job done. Boom. Logo is done. Hope you guys enjoy the video. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to share this. It's a random video. Please do leave a like. It means a lot. Subscribe and it would mean the world to me if you did. Thank you for watching. This is me signing out. Peace.